It's going automatically.
Great. All right. Welcome, music fans of planet Earth. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. We've got another international roster of performers for you today. Hopefully, we also have a global audience. So thank you for your time, whatever time of day it might be for you. This is, the fourth, I guess, open mic on a monthly basis for 100 Days of Songwriting, which is a motivational and inspirational community that brings together songwriters, composers, lyricists, and producers to promote getting into the habit of writing, sharing, and growing our craft together. All are welcome. It doesn't matter your race, sexual orientation, belief system, age, source of inspiration, style of music, or experience level. You have a place at 100 Days of Songwriting. We're going to kick it off today with Mr. Brian O'Dean from Iowa in the United States of America. And let me get ready to bring you up, Brian. Bear with me for just a second. A little problem with my mouse here. Okay. You have the spotlight, ladies and gentlemen. What time is it when a cow goes to bed? It's past your bedtime. Anyway, here's Brian O'Dean.
Well, thank you, Ira. And thanks for all of you tuning in. As Ira said, I live in Iowa right now. Iowa's a very rural state where I'm at. And so a lot of my inspiration comes from what I'm seeing around me, the quirky personalities of people, the hardworking farmers, the land. And so a lot of the songs that I'm going to be sharing today kind of come from my experience in small town Midwest in these United States. So this first one I'm going to play is about farmers having to make some tough choices, deciding whether or not they are going to kind of stay on the family farm, whether or not they're going to keep doing what they love doing or not. So this one is called This Land, and here we go. Fourth generation to watch the corn grow, last generation to stay. Sold all the cattle and half of the land, couldn't live on what the markets would pay. This land will stay here, I owe it my life, but I won't give my kids as a sacrifice. This old house was built before running water. The fields were there long before. In spite of its brightness, love casts a long shadow, and we're done counting coins on the floor. This land will stay here, I owe it my life, but I won't give my kids as a sacrifice. This land will stay here, I owe it my life, but I won't give my kids as a sacrifice. I hope that my grandpa, he would understand, but he isn't here to know. The life of a farmer is hard and it's short, and too often they choose when to go. This land will stay here, I owe it my life, but I won't give my kids as a sacrifice. This land will stay here, I owe it my life, but I won't give my kids as a sacrifice. Thanks, everybody. I can hear your applause all the way from here. Um, the next song that I want to share is about an artist that grew up around here in a tiny little town called Totterville. Totterville has a population of about 100, and this lady's name was Atlanta Constance Sampson. And the reason I wrote a song about Atlanta is because she was 91 when she finally got her dream. She was an artist, really wanted to have her own show, wanted to have her own like gallery show that featured her and her alone. And she was living in New York City, had just decided that enough was enough. She was 91. She was going to turn in, and she was going to come back to Iowa. And the deli downstairs from her hosted a little like "We'll Miss You" party and featured a bunch of her art. And that was where the two guys from the gallery discovered her. And so, as somebody who is writing music, and as somebody who's creating something that I hope connects with people out in the world, that's such an inspiration to me. And I've not played this one out a lot, so I'm going to be cheating and using my book here. And so this one's called Atlanta Constance Sampson. Her first name was a city down in Georgia. Her first show at the age of 91. Her first love was a brush and watercolor. Her first rule was to never give up. And it's a long way from Totterville to history. It took a long time until it brought her there. Getting back to move from New York City. Got her big break at the deli down the stairs. Oh, Atlanta Constance Sampson never once gave up her colors. Oh, Atlanta Constance Sampson, she's the saint of unknown creators. Took a chance in leaving her old homestead. Took a chance before she would go back. Just a few years short of year 100, she saw the lock on the gallery's crack. Oh, Atlanta Constance Sampson never once gave up her colors. Oh, Atlanta Constance Sampson, she's the saint of unknown creators. Art was her food and her breath. It drove her every day. A higher plan, a life's pursuit. It was her only way. Oh, Atlanta Constance Sampson never once gave up her colors. Oh, Atlanta Constance Sampson, she's the saint of unknown creators. Her first name was a city down in Georgia. Her first show at the age of 91. Thanks, everybody. I've got one more song because it wouldn't be a good opening act if I didn't take it just one song further than you were hoping. Um, and this one is about. So I grew up in a small town, and I live in a small town now. And I remember just feeling like, um, there's some great things about living in a small town, but it's kind of hard sometimes. Um, and sometimes it's hard to leave. Sometimes it's hard to get back. Um, and so this song is kind of about that experience of fighting gravity in a way, either fighting gravity trying to get back or fighting gravity trying to leave. Um, and on TikTok, this one got like 100 likes. So I think it's safe to say I'm swinging with the big hitters on this one. So hopefully you like it. Um, all of these songs I'm planning on releasing later on this summer. I'm going to just do some home recording and put them out into the world. So um, you can find all this on Bandcamp. You can follow me on Facebook, Bryan Odeen, BryanOdeen. Give me a like on Instagram and TikTok. So, um, yeah, hope that you enjoyed it, and thanks for tuning in. Seems I've come to a dead end. There's so many in this town. I could turn around and try again, but I keep finding what I found. And it feels like I am fighting gravity. There's a reason no one ever seems to leave. A one-way ticket brought to nowhere, and it only brought me back. Thought I'd like to see what's out there, and I'd break loose from the pack. But it feels like I am fighting gravity. There's a reason no one ever seems to leave. There must be something wrong with me. I just can't see what others can. Generations have lived and died without moving from this land. But it feels like I am fighting gravity. There's a reason no one ever seems to leave, and it feels like I am fighting gravity. There's a reason no one ever seems to leave. Thank you, everybody, for watching, for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of these musicians. I've loved being a part of the 100 Days of Songwriting community. And if this is something that you're into, I really hope you'll join us. It's been such a gift to me personally as a person and as a songwriter. So hopefully we'll see you out there. Thanks.
Thank you, Bryan. Really enjoyed that. Brian was supposed to perform with us last month and got bounced off the ticket. So we really appreciate his flexibility joining us today. Thank you for your music, Brian. Excellent. And thanks for the props for 100 Days of Songwriting as well. Next up, we have Mr. Jeff Henke from Bloomington, Minnesota. Jeff Henke is a singer-songwriter who has played music for over 40 years. He has several EPs in the works that will be released soon, plays live streams often over his music page on facebook.com/jeff.henke.music. That's /jeff.henke.music. He loves playing live and sharing his love and appreciation for music of all kinds. Jeff, let me bring you to the stage. I'm going to unmute you. Oh, you're going to have to unmute yourself. I'll bring you up. And Jeff, the stage is yours.
Okay.
I can hear you. We're good.
Can you hear me?
I can. Thank you.
All
Great to have you,
right.
Jeff.
Hi, guys. Let me just make sure of where I'm at here. Okay, that's where I'm at. All righty. First song I'm going to do is a song called Dance in the Rain. Came out of a picture prompt, actually. There was an older couple. The gentleman had a cane and he was walking with his wife along the beach. And my wife and I had conversations about there's a saying out there that says, you got to dance in the rain before the storm will pass. And so this came out of that, and the song's called Dance in the Rain. So hope you like it. And it goes something like this here. Every day for the past 25 years, they walked arm in arm for the pier. He leads the way, walking with his cane, as she walks along with him. Say hello to folks passing by, and stop to watch the birds. Say hello to their friends, stroll merrily along their way. Make their way down to the inlet that leads into the bay. Getting the birds, watching the incoming freighters and enjoying their day. The weather picks up, then it starts to rain. People ask them when they're going to head back in. They replied, you gotta dance in the rain before the storm will pass. A little rain won't hurt, the water will last. You grow better together and you both sprout up when you dance in the rain. You gotta dance, dance in the rain. Make your way back to the shelter, walking on and on from the pier. He leads the way, walking with his cane, as she walks along with him. Come inside, laughing and talking, while shaking off the rain. Say hello to their friends, and stroll merrily along the way. 'Cause you gotta dance in the rain before the storm will pass. A little rain won't hurt, 'cause the water won't last. You'll grow better together and you both sprout up when you dance in the rain. Gotta dance, dance in the rain. Gotta dance, dance in the rain. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, thank you. This next one started out as a kid gonna go to Vegas and make his way, but here at 100 Days of Songwriting, we have a wonderful mentor by the name of Shane Adams, and this has gone through the Uncle Shane test probably 2 or 3 times. Turned out to be a song about a naive songwriter that turns out to be a do-good song at the end. He finally triumphs, but this kind of details his struggles, shall we say. It's a song called Promises and Dreams. Hayseed kid at the Bluebird, waiting in line for the open mic. Puts his name in the songwriting hat. Those stage lights sure seem bright. His parents always told him he could become what he believed. Looking confident, but feeling a bit naive. Strolling down Broadway with a suitcase of promises and dreams. Met a man in a pinstripe suit who said, "Son, I'll make you a star." So he sold his soul, lost control, left with nothing but his guitar. Loved being in Nashville, but now he's all alone. Played it smart, trusted his heart, but he's sadly headed home. Wandering up and down Broadway with a suitcase of promises and dreams. So many places he wanted to be, so many things he wanted to be, leaving with regrets. He hasn't been at his best yet. As life's wheel spins, fate slowly makes his book fall away. He leaves with determination to make it in life his own way. He met a girl church one Sunday who'd been where he'd been too. So they shared their souls and they took control of the dreams they both pursued. Returning to Nashville, the town where they'll thrive. Working together makes the dreams come alive. Strolling down Broadway with a suitcase of promises and dreams. Yes, they're strolling down Broadway with a suitcase of promises and dreams. Yeah. I'll also give a shout out to the 100 Days of Songwriting crew. This is a great bunch of folks. If you're thinking about becoming a songwriter or wanting to become a songwriter, it's a great group. I don't have the name of the website right on top of me, but I'm sure Rigel can put it up in the chat or on the page there for just a second. The last song I'm gonna do is another one that I wrote on Father's Day. My dad, as of this mid-July, will be gone 19 years already. And the prompt was to write something about Father's Day. So I'm having a conversation with my dad. Cool little side story to this. I mentioned the 91 World Series, going to the World Series, which was at the Metrodome back then. and it's really cool. 60,000 Maniacs. It was absolutely loud and incredibly cool. There's one part of that that really sticks out that's great. My dad said he had to stand up for a bit. We were fortunately sitting in handicap seating, so he could do that. And he's sitting behind me, and they go through the woof, woof, woof chant, right? The dog chant that they did back then. And there was a little bit of serendipity where there was just, you could hear the din, but I could hear my dad plain as day go woof, woof, woof. And that was just really cool because my dad really didn't get into things like that. And to have him do that was kind of cool. Anyhow, this is Dad, Father's Day, dedicated to my father. Dad, today is Father's Day, and I haven't talked to you in a while. I really don't know quite what to say, so bear with me, this is gonna take a while. Hey Dad, the cribbage board set up to play. Let's crack a beer and play a game. Bring Uncle Paul, he was like another dad. Those three-handed cribbage games were the best. And I wanted you to know you were the greatest dad around. Taught me how to work when I wanted to play. Taught me how to become a man, lead a family. And I hope I haven't let you down. Dad, remember the World Series game where we walked around the dome before we went in? The toss and the fun that we shared together, memories still make me smile. And Dad, I hope you're proud of me. I hope I'm the man you knew that I've become. I love to have more conversations, and I'll be back when more come to mind. And I wanted you to know you were the greatest dad around. Taught me how to work when I wanted to play. Taught me how to become a man, lead a family. And I hope I haven't let you down. Dad, I hope I haven't let you down. And Dad, today is Father's Day. That's it for me. Thanks for listening. Thanks for letting me share some songs with you. I got chills on that last one, so I know Dad was listening. That's just very cool. Love playing songs. So hope to see you at the next one. Please give me a like. I'm out on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, the whole bit. So thanks, Ira. And we'll see you around. Or was I supposed to do another one?
Nope, you're good.
Okay, thanks.
You're
I just wanted
good.
to know.
Thanks, Jeff. Thank
You're
you
welcome.
very much. All right. So I gotta hide you for a second. Hold on a second here. Working the magic.
Don't hide me.
Working the magic. Working the magic. Hold on, we still got you. All right, Jeff. Thank you so much. Always enjoy hearing your music. Excuse me. Next up, we have this Ryan. Mute until I bring you up. I think I'm getting a little feedback. Thank you. Next up, we have Ryan Pinner from Brighton, the United Kingdom. So we're crossing the Atlantic Ocean for our next artist. He's an acoustic singer-songwriter with effects pedals and a whole lot of soul and an afro that threatens to eclipse the sun. I think, Ryan, your sound threatens to eclipse any of the resonances in the universe as well. It's a great big sound. Without further ado, I'm going to bring you up. And Ryan, the stage is yours.
Okay. Yeah, so I've chosen to go like I would in a regular live open mic, and that is that what I do is I tend to switch tunings quite a lot. So I was planning to do 3, but now I'm doing 4 songs. So I'm going to have 4 songs in 4 different tunings. So I'm going to stop talking while the nerves are on the right side of debilitating and get on with my first one, which is called Standing on the Edge of Forever. Standing on the edge of forever, am I wasting my time? Looking for a light in this life of mine. Standing on the edge of forever, looking to shine. With my arms outstretched, like I somehow reach the divine. Right now, in this moment, this time and space, feeling like it lasts forever. I always know there's grace, being in this moment, time and space, with a shining heart and a smiling face. And now, right now, in this moment, I know my grace. I know my grace. I'm standing on the edge of forever, wondering if I'm wrong. If I'm truly heading back to the source, back where I belong. Standing on the edge of forever again, looking for my higher self, for a true friend. Standing on the edge of forever till the very end. Right now, in this moment, it's time and space, feeling like it lasts forever. I always know there's grace, being in this moment, time and space, with clear understanding. You can see on my face that right now, in this moment, I know my grace. I know my grace. Standing on the edge of forever in the pure darkness, on fire with a heart at peace, and I feel blessed. Standing on the edge of forever like I've done before, singing a song to lift my soul. Standing on the edge of forever, make me whole. Right now, in this moment, it's time and space. Needing it to last forever. I always feel this grace. Man, in this moment of time and space, with a shining heart and a smiling face, that right now, in this moment, I'm knowing my saving grace, knowing my saving grace. Standing on the edge of forever is where I wanna be. Now with my spirit rising with this energy to get free. Standing on the edge of forever, just me. Yes, invisible world that I feel but can't see. Standing on the edge of forever, get my soul free. All right now, in this moment, it's time and space. Moving beyond the map to a timeless place. Manifesting in this moment beyond time and space, in the unseen world, and it shows on my face that right now, in this moment, I know my grace. I know my grace. Okay, thanks folks, that's my first one. And if you bear with me, I'm going to be tuning between songs, as I said, so here I go. Hopefully this will be very quick. Right, I'm good for the next one. Okay, this next one's a little adjustment there. This next one's it's a song about grief. Partly motivated and inspired by my brother who died when I was very young, and partly from the death of a man who I come to consider as a brother, and the experiences that that opened me up to. So this is a song called Now You're Gone. Hold up, volume might be handy. And I know I miss you. Now you're gone. Now you're gone. World seems smaller without you on. And I wonder if some part of you carried on, carried on. Wonder if you'll be waiting when I move on, when it's time to move on. It's like I see your face smiling down on me. And like it was in the end of it all, now you're free. Get a sudden sense of the energy. And like it was wasn't the end of it all. Now you're free. And I know I miss you. Now you're gone. Now you're gone. World seems darker without the light you shone. And I wonder if some part of you carried on, carry on. Sit in a brother from brief time space, from the wheel of time space. It's like I see your face smiling down at me. And like it wasn't the end of it all, now you're free. An inexplicable sense of your energy. And like it wasn't the end of it all, now you're free. All of a sudden, it's shimmers in front of me. Unmistakable sense of your presence. Brothers like it right here with me. Can't explain it all. Rationally. It's like I see your face smiling down at me. Like it wasn't the end of it all. Now I get a sudden sense of your energy. And like it wasn't the end of it all. Now you're free. Now you're free. Okay, there's my second one. And an opportunity change. So. I think we're ready to go. Okay. So there's the next one. This one I've written within being a part of the 100 Days of Songwriting community. I'm really grateful to the community as a large, and I'd recommend it to anyone who's a songwriter themselves or is interested in songwriting. It's got me out of a long self-imposed rut, and it's great to be surrounded by people who are interested in the same thing and are supportive towards each other. I highly recommend it. But yeah, I'm going to go with the next one, and this is called Let That Love. I can't let go. Just make no effort to hide. Feel the flow rising up from inside. All I know, and I carry within me. So help me grow, find a better soul to be. Well, here I go, once again on my own. Strange was a lie. the only way I know. In the zone, it's better all alone. Lately, it's time to let it show. I'm still here, and there's nothing in this life that you should have fear. So come on, let that love shine out of your heart. Face in the darkness, find a good place to start. Let that love be flown out of you. Know you'll find it to yourself, you stay true. Beyond what I know, out in the far reaches, it's what I'm shown, and all it teaches. All I feel, what makes me emotionally aware, strengthens my heart, shows I've got room to care. I can't hide from what I believe to be true. Raise my spirits, so I know that I'll fulfill. Invisible forces, I know have got my back. When I'm weak, they lend the strength I lack. I'm still alive. I'm so much more than a man with a will to survive. Let that love shine out of your heart. Peace in the darkness, find a good place to start. Let that love be flowing out of you. You know you'll find it to yourself, you stay true. And there's my third one. No, yeah, tuning time again. So here we go. I think we're good to go again. Okay. So yeah, for the last one, I think I'm going to do a fairly little funky number, and this is called Ride On. Bear with me a minute, I think my tuning is not quite right yet. That's better. Okay. Right, so it's sort of third and final one now. Fourth and final one, sorry. I ain't blind, no, no. Yo, I can see beautiful people all surrounded when they truly want to be with me. I ain't there, no, no. So much here on this planet. gotta understand it, understand it. Right home, my day's gonna see some sunshine. Right home, some kind of time this life to be mine. Yeah, I can't feel, yes I can. Sound says them doesn't mean no. Yeah, everywhere gonna change. I'm trying to get a little free. I'm trying just be right on, right on for darkness. Right on, some kind of time this life feel blessed. Anyway, out here, man. Anyway, out here. I can feel, yes, I can. Sound always going through my brain. And gotta get you now, baby. So this life don't seem a damn thing. Stop my going, say, right on. Gotta get right on. Right on. Gotta get right on. Next way out here, man. Next way out here. Gotta get right on. I think that's me done. Thanks for watching, and yeah, if you're curious about songwriting anyway, join our awesome 100 Days of Songwriting community.
Thank you, Ryan. Love hearing you. You got a unique sound. Love the guitar. And thanks for struggling with 4 different tunings in one show. Really appreciate it. Excuse me. Next up, to take us to the conclusion of this open mic, we have Morena from Wellington, New Zealand. She is a singer-songwriter and a spoken word artist. She also is contributing back to the 100 Days of Songwriting community by hosting a series of singing coaching sessions called Sing It Like That with Kel. I've managed to attend 1 or 2 of them myself, and as far as I've gotten, I have a lot of thanks for Morena for helping me get there. I look forward to performing again myself in an upcoming open mic. Without further ado, we now have, and I'm bringing you up, Morena, the stage is yours. Thank you.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes,
okay,
we can.
I'm gonna give. I've got a few backing tracks. Let me just do a little test. So I'm gonna share. I hope everyone's doing great. It's really early for me right now. So I'm hoping that I do all right. All right, let me give this a quick demo and we'll just see. I'll just check that you can hear this.
Yes, we can.
Okay,
We're going to bring it up
perfect.
just slightly relative to your voice, your vocal. That sounds good.
Okay, cool. So I might turn down my vocal touch. So this first song that I'm going to share is it's probably the first song I wrote, I think it might be the first song I ever wrote, which was only actually a few years ago, and it's called Let Me Demonstrate. And I had a very good friend who put a band together, and we we released the thing, which was super fun. So yeah, I'm going to sing you. Let me demonstrate. All right. When did it become old-fashioned to wanna be a part of something bigger than your situation? When did it become hardcore to wanna be a part of something bigger than Look at the parts you put me in. I'm sorry if I made you think I've been here. When did saying I am my Christian insinuate a big talk, not follow through weak, nice person? When did I become so shy? Look at the parts you put me in. I'm sorry if I made you think I've been. If you have have I jumped the goddess you made all these assumptions? Let's go back to the beginning. I love to share the story of this power of you. I began the thoughts you put me in. I'm sorry if I made you think I've been. Lots of me that you might think you have. Let me demonstrate. Let me demonstrate. Thank you, thank you. All right. So that was that one. Let me figure out what I'm going to do next. I have a few more pieces for you. I might do another one that's kind of tricky that I always seem to get wrong. So let's see how that goes. This is a song that I wrote. I think we all have this, but I get a bit of anxiety, and I tend to have this constant reel of chatter going on in my head, telling me all sorts of things, and I think we all have this, things that maybe aren't quite so true, and so I called this the tick, and this is about that voice. I'm going to start it again because I realize it actually starts sooner. This is what happens when it's 6 o'clock in the morning. What's the first line? This happens every single time. I'm going to think of the first line for a second. But it's basically about these stories we tell ourselves. And so, yeah, okay, I'm good to go. This is called the tick. Someone turn it off. I can't reach the switch. Ticking in my head. I can't live like this. On and on it goes like a pendulum. With nothing good to say. So stones and sticks. When did I let them in? Think I've been falling for it for a while. Think I've been falling for it. Think I've been falling for it for a while. Think I've been falling for it for a while. Quietly persist till I hear nothing else. Wind me up to let me go. I'm spinning out. Always out of sync. Miss my chance. Too late. Now the numbers are stacking up and I can't hold this away. When did I let them in? Think I've been falling for it for a while. Think I've been falling for it. Think I've been falling for it for a while. Think I've been falling for it for a while. These stories and things that I keep telling myself, repetitive habits perpetuating old narratives like I'm not pretty enough, I'm not skinny enough, I'm not intelligent, talented, or quite clever enough, I'm not educated enough or doing enough stuff, I'm not getting it right enough or pushing myself hard enough, I'm not cool enough and don't fit into the boxes enough, I'm far too emotional and I'm too open about it, I cry too much that I might just drown in it, I smile too wide and I speak too high, I'm too white, too old, too privileged, too quiet, too anxious, too awkward, too bubbly, too shy, my voice sucks, I'm not well spoken, and though there's no diagnosis, I think I might just be broken. And I think if I could just have a smidge of her looks or his talent or their charms or self-acceptance, then maybe I could be enough for the ticking to stop. But I can't be them. And I know because I've been trying for so long that I'm just exhausted from it all, and now I consider where the truth really lies and where this constant chatter comes from. I'm starting to realize I think it's here to protect me from inevitabilities or maybe just some potential possibilities of hurt and rejection and shame, and I learn that it doesn't serve me and it doesn't serve you. And so maybe I don't need it anymore. Maybe I don't need it anymore. I don't need it. I could let go now. I can let go now. Sorry, I'm not sure why it jumped there. That is that one. Okay, I have a couple more left for you. I'm going to first do. So I've got another poem for you. And this is one that I wrote really recently and shared on the 100 Days platform, and people talked about backing tracks. And so I stayed up last night and made a backing track. So this is called The Tree. And basically what happened is a good friend of mine sends out this newsletter. It's really great. And he was talking about observing nature and the things that he was noticing in nature, and encouraged the readers to do the same thing and to write in about it. And so I wrote this thing, and it felt like it had a bigger life than just a little observation. And so I wrote a poem, and this is called The Tree. There is a tree outside my window. Its weathered bones exposed through seasonal shifts, a knotted web of limbs etched with experience. Rings tell stories of time, place, dips and lifts, of strength gained through endured bends and twists. Gradient leaves once enough to provide a hide, hang side by side, attentive soldiers in straight lines, like tiny parachutes waiting for their time, when one at a time they break away, they glide, they fly, and swim through swirling singing winds, from suffered blows through belted notes into tailspins, leaves like nails tapping against forces that pull, push and spin. It looks like a game they're winning, though death tears through this inevitable warfare. The tree dares to light up the air with a wave of solar flares. Its final act, a dance, a resistance, a prayer. Each sway a surrender as it finds peace it prepares. The bare arms unladen, rest, recover, repair. Stripped of its colour, makes room for the new to appear. Acceptance makes space for something new to grow here. See, the seed must for some time be buried deep below, before the brightest greens begin to show. Something must end, something must let go. It knows the only thing it needs to know. It will lose nothing by losing everything. Its roots grip to the source of everything invisible. Ink grabs the width and depth of it. The author and creator nourishes it. The unseen holds the life in it, and so it grounds itself in it. There is a tree outside my window, and it teaches me how to be. Show me how to, show me how to, show me how to, show me how to, show me how to be. Show me how to, show me how to, show me how to, show me how to be. Show me how to, show me how to be. That's that one. All right, I have one left for you. And this is one I also shared recently with the group. It's called Uncomfortable, and it's kind of about, like when you have maybe it's someone you're close to, but there's maybe kind of a difference of opinion that you might have, and so you kind of just avoid those awkward subjects because it's a little uncomfortable to talk about, those things. This is kind of about bridging that gap and maybe just getting uncomfortable with each other. Yeah, it's called Uncomfortable. Okay, let me start there one more time because I got the count wrong. It's going so well. All these rules we made, unspoken boundaries, more damp words again, like broken melodies. I'm stuck behind this line, where it feels easier. Silence in this room, it's getting loud in here. But it's okay that we have different things to say. We've come a different way. It feels a bit uncomfortable. A little bit uncomfortable. It feels a bit uncomfortable. A little bit uncomfortable. I figured over time we'd find a moment, but it's been years by now, and it's never come. What if we erase this line? Not just real things. Where could we be if we tried? And it's okay that we have different things to say. We've come a different way. But it feels a bit uncomfortable. A little bit uncomfortable. Yeah, it feels a bit uncomfortable. A little bit uncomfortable. How open can we be? How curious? How brave can we be? More patient? How open can we be? How curious? How brave can we be? What's stopping us? It feels a bit uncomfortable. Curious. It feels a bit uncomfortable. How open can we be? How curious? How brave can we be? That's it. I got through it and we're all alive. This is good. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you, Ara. Thank you, 100 Days people. You're all awesome. Yeah, it's been a real pleasure hanging out. Thank you.
Thank you, Cal. Let me bring the spotlight back to me. I think I can. Cal, thank you so much. All of our performers today, Brian O'Dean, Jeff Hankey. Cal, it looks like you may still be up. Let me see whether I can give you a little privacy there. Hold on. Tell you what, why don't you just hide your video so that now that you're in the after performance mode, you don't have to worry about any of us being with you. There we go. Great. Thank you all. Brian O'Dean, Jeff Hankey, Ryan Pinner, and Morena. Really appreciate everybody putting the time in. Everyone made an extra effort today. We unfortunately did not have one of the performers we had hope to have a great collaborator, Joe Thompson. We hope that he is feeling better and could join us next time. I think this performance today demonstrates how just being together, making music, and supporting each other in sharing our ideas, in collaborating, and getting our music out, and having a community to bounce ideas around with is really a powerful tool. So 100 Days of Songwriting, please check out the link that I put in the Facebook feed. We will be hosting this again in July, and we'll put up a heads up when that's going to come. Thank you all for your time. Really appreciate listening in, and anyone who is inspired, please learn more about 100 Days of Songwriting. We'd love to have you aboard.